Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 most must-have cards currently in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. By must-have, I mean cards that will make the most impact on your team. Every card on this list is a non-gambling card. Not every card on this list is a free card, but every card on this list is a non-gambling card. And I think this list encapsulates attainable cards right now in my team that are going to make a massive impact on your team in order. So hopefully this video helps a lot. Hopefully this video helps out a lot of people. Before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 25,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it and let's discuss. Starting off with number 10 is going to be, to me personally, I can't read my list. Gary Payton. There we go. GP. This is a buyable card. There's a few buyable cards on this list. You will notice a theme on the buyable cards. But Gary Payton at number 10, the reason he is this low is because despite elite all-around stats and badges, animations could be a little bit better, number one. And number two, the point guard position is pretty deep with free cards. There's a few other point guards on this list that are free. So a buyable Gary Payton is going to be a little lower on the list than some free point guards that might even be a little better than him. So yes, his stats and badges are elite all the way around. He's an incredible defensive point guard, but yeah, he's only 6'4", is an elite slasher with very good shooting badges as well. Great shooting stats. Overall, super complete elite playmaker, has super good SIGs as well, but I don't think his release is absolutely incredible. Hardened escape is not the best escape in the world either. Much better between the legs escape there than front escape, so keep that in mind if you're using Gary Payton. Overall, very good card though, without a doubt. I think number 10 is a very good spot for him. Number 9 is going to be Lauri Markkanen. Lauri's value is the fact that he's a 7-foot small forward, power forward, gives you a lot of hybrid versatility in terms of matchups, the ability to put a big on ball if you want, with him being able to guard big so effectively. The switch ability of this card is super nice. He's got an elite level release. He's a super solid slasher. Does a lot of things well, and not a bad perimeter defender either. Has Hoff Clamps interceptor, which is nice to add. Overall, I like Lauri. I think he does a lot of things well. I think his release is super nice. Even his dribbling, I mean, Kobe dribble style is certainly not bad. He's got good athletic ability. I like this Markkanen card, and I think very, very solid at the 3 or the 4, really wherever you need him. I'm a big fan of the card. Number 8 is going to be Amar'e Stoudemire. Amar'e's really only flaw is the fact that his release just isn't all that good, because he's a 6'10" small forward with elite level SIGs, great release. And honestly, or not great release, I'm sorry, great stats and great badges. I mean, he's an awesome card in every area. Doesn't really miss a ton. And he's got pretty much perfect SIGs. Trey escape, Jamal drag back, and Jamal Murray behind the back, Kyrie dribble style. Release just is not the best. And that's the thing that holds this card back. I like him. I think he's a good card. I just think he could be a little bit better if he had a better release and was a little more versatile, because defensively, he's awesome. His versatility and switchability is super nice. The badge completeness is 100% there. Hoff Clamps, I guess, would be nice to add if you had it, but in general, he's not really missing much, and I think he does a lot of things really, really well. Number 7 is going to be Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones kind of is, he's a point guard, but he's kind of got the same type of flaws Amar'e has. Super complete stat and badge-wise, great all-around card, good size at 6'6", 2'4", a PG, especially with this level of defensive versatility and eliteness, but his release could be a little better. That's the one critique for sure with Eddie Jones, as well as that his release just is not that great. And if you want to use him at a really high level, I think that is a little bit challenging because the release is not quite as good. I really do like Eddie Jones. Everything else about him, though, is really nice. SIGs are even pretty good. Kimba escape is great. Pro 2 fade. The release isn't bad. It's not slow. It's just not elite. Y'all will see what I mean when I do gameplay on him. I haven't done gameplay yet, and I'll have gameplay coming with that card pretty soon. So I definitely think Eddie Jones is a very good card, though, and I think number 6 is a pretty fair spot. Number 5, Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero. Agent Zero is just, I mean, he's a dog. He really is. He's only 6'4", but he's got Hoff, the movable enforcer. He really defends his butt off. Elite all-around stats. And then he's just incredible badge completeness. Slashing, shooting, playmaking, and defense. He's really got everything important. Release is great. SIGs are top tier with the Kimba escape and Jamal Murray behind the back. Like a lot to like. He's an amazing card. He shot creates at a super high level. His release is phenomenal. He does a ton of things really well. And I think number 6 is a great spot for him. Number 5 is going to be Kyle Korver. Korver's value comes in the fact that he is just unstoppable as a shooter. If he gets any sort of space, this card is he's just a glitch. He really is. And defensively, he's a 6'7" shooting guard who's got good defensive badges as well and good defensive stats. Like, he guards at a high level for sure. Good player build, all that type of stuff. Shockingly good defensively. But the shooting is what is so special about him. If y'all are wondering what I mean, just go watch my Kyle Korver gameplay and I will show you exactly what I mean. He is on a different level as a shooter than pretty much any other card in the game except for basically Glenn Rice. He is the closest thing to Glenn Rice as a shooter, and It's a little overpowered. If you know how to use him properly, he is phenomenally good. And I do believe top 5 because of his defensive versatility and how complete he is now, although still not as good as some of the cards below him. I think because of how good he is at what he does and his defensive versatility now, number 5 is a fair spot. Number 4 is going to be Bill Russell, just the best free power forward in the game by a mile, the best non-gambling power forward in the game by a mile. He has a very smooth release. The upper's not great, but it's a quick, smooth release, so not hard to green. Defensively, he's absolutely phenomenal and dunks the ball at an elite level. He's super fast, and he puts the ball on the floor at a really high level as well. Has great sigs. Like I said, really nice release. Add some shooting badges, add a three-point shooter, that type of stuff to help him out even more if you can as a shooter. But overall, Bill Russell is definitely one of the best non-gambling cards and one of the most important cards to have in my team. Artis Gilmore is my number 3. Artis is he's 7'2" with a long wingspan and an afro that makes him look like 7'3", 7'4" maybe. The value of this card is the fact that he stops Wemby, KP, Mark Eaton, 100 overalls, those types of cards. The gambling, expensive, ridiculously overpowered bigs, and he does it for out of the player market for 126K. His release is also absolutely butter, so the 66 3-ball winds up being a lot less of an issue when you add shooting badges, add a three-point shoe, and then have a really, really nice release. And he is an elite level defender who has versatility, good speed, especially at his size, and like I said, an absolutely massive player build. He is the best non-gambling center in the game and easily the most must-have center in the game. It's just there's a couple of free cards that are just really crazy good that go above Artis. So, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the best point guard in the game is number 2. I mean, he's the best point guard in the game still. His stats and badges are very good, very complete, and very versatile, and he's not missing much. You can add Brick Wall, and you should add Brick Wall probably, as well as, I guess, Rise Up, and then if you want to add Rocks Up, East and Drop Stepper, feel free. Release is very smooth and easy. Trey Fade, Kyrie Dribble Style, Trey Escape, John Wall's Drag Back, and Pro Behind the Back. Basically perfect sigs and animations. This card is absolutely him. He's the best point guard in the game still, and honestly, the best thing that Season 6 has done is it has given us cards like SGA, and then also like our number 1, Glenn Rice, who are just absolutely phenomenal for your rewards. Glenn Rice is the best card in my team right now, not just non-gambling, but in general. 6'8" with a 6'9" wingspan and incredibly complete stats and badges in every single aspect. Has Hoff Movable Enforcer, has elite size for his position, has the best release in the game. This Patty Mills base with an incredible upper as well, and Colin Sexton upper, the fastest jump shot in my team. Glenn Rice kind of transforms the way you play my team. He is Kyle Korver, but with all the stuff that Korver is missing and perfect sigs. And maybe even a better release, honestly. That is how good Glenn Rice is. He is unbelievably elite and easily the most must-have card in the game. Yes, I understand he's a very long grind. I don't care. He is 100% the most must-have card in my personal opinion. So, that is going to do it for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.